Yeah, Kane. Hey, this is Anna with Clemson 24/7. Obviously, Saturday night kind of thrust into a role that maybe you weren't expecting with more playing time. Just kind of assess your performance there and how you think you did.
Just so for me, every week I go into each game just preparing like I'm the starter. I'm always in there watching film with Jamie. I try just to attach myself to him every week, whether just start with preparing and being in there with him and watching film with him every time he's in there. And then we go out to practice, being there in his hip every day at practice, just being next to him and Jake and just making sure that I'm ready for when my time comes, that I'm most prepared and I prepare like them and as a starter. So when it's my time to go, that I'm ready to go.
Yeah, can you just compare, I guess, how you feel right now in terms of mentally, how you know the defense and what your role is and all of the calls? I know Venables, it's a pretty complex scheme, and then maybe where you were in the spring and even last fall at this time.
Yeah, I've grown a lot just with my knowledge. Just like every week, you're either moving forward or going backwards, and I'd say every week I'm just getting smarter and starting to know it better and better. Last fall is just kind of just learning as much as I could on the go. It's just pretty quick, and then the spring I had a little bit more time to go into details, and then all of our Zoom calls we really got to go into the details of the defense and really learn a lot of things that I didn't get to learn last fall. And then this fall, it's really all started to come together and I feel very good and confident about our defense.
Hey, Kane, it's Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. Just how good did it feel to break out the orange breeches on Saturday night and clinch your sixth straight ACC championship game berth? And what was the locker room like?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, the orange breeches are always a big deal around here. You just know at that point in the season, it's just getting to the end and where all the super big games are about to happen. So that's always super exciting. Um, yeah, what was it? What did you say at the end of the question? What was the locker room like?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were really excited. Uh, just that we'll get to have a rematch again with Notre Dame. We've been wanting that rematch for a while now. Very close game last time, and we'll just make sure we're super prepared and ready for everything that they got this go around.
Kane, Larry Williams with TigerIllustrated.com. How did you grade out Saturday, and what's your sort of just your overall feeling just on your body of work in that game?
Yeah, I graded out pretty well. Uh, I was up there with like Balin and Mike, which felt good, just because they've been starting this whole season. Um, and then I know there's a lot more snaps than I've gotten in all the other games, or I guess in any game since I've been here. But for me, it wasn't anything that I wasn't ready for. Like anyone that comes to Clemson, they're the big dog at their high school and in their state or whatever. And so everybody's just expecting to play when you get here. And sometimes you got to be patient, but it's also very important to make sure you're prepared when that time comes. And for me, just being around Jamie and being around Jake and seeing how they prepare for the games each week, what film they watch, what they look at in each team's, the details, and then how hard they work out in the weight room and how they practice and how hard they practice and the way they communicate during the practice. I've just been able to see through both of them what it looks like. And Jamie's been super good to me by just taking extra care of me and just always just making sure and helping me just learn the defense better and get my details right and help me prepare. And it's like going into this week and really every week this season, I've just been preparing as if I was a starter myself. So just when my chance came, I was going to be ready.
Kane, it's Anna again. What's it like now that your class, Vonta Bentley got out there, performed well. Same with Keith McGuire. You guys have kind of been in the background a little bit, biding your time. What's it kind of like to kind of show out in a big time game, all three of you?
Yeah, it was super exciting. We've all been super tight since we got here. We all work out together and watch tape together. And I know all of us have kind of just been in the same boat, just having to be patient as we've had some upperclassmen. So I know we were all super excited to get more opportunity this week. And Vontae really showed out, and Keith did a really good job too. And I know all of us are just super excited just to kind of get more opportunity this week.
Kane, it's Trevor again. I know y'all are going to be focused on yourselves this week with the bye next weekend. But if you could look ahead to Notre Dame a little bit, y'all have faced some really mobile quarterbacks all season long, including De'Aaron King with Miami, and did a really good job against him. Why do you think that Ian Book was able to have so much success just avoiding pressure and scrambling and extending plays with his legs the first time y'all played him?
Ian Book was very talented. I think part of it was probably their offensive line. Their offensive line was, as y'all probably know, they're one of the better lines in the college football this year. So they definitely make it tougher just to get to him in general. But I don't think that's anything our D-line has to worry about, because I know our D-line will be ready for it this go round, and they'll be good. We definitely just have to keep him in the pocket better than we did last week and keep him under control and not let him run as much as he did last time we played him.
Kane, the collisions with Bentley in games, they just look different. Is it that way in practice as well? And what are your observations just sort of on how kind of nasty he is at the point of attack?
Yeah, he brings the hammer for sure. We call him the Birmingham Bull. He brings it for sure. When he hits you, you know it for sure.
You think he's executing, I guess, a lot faster sort of now as a result of the knowledge and comfort in the system than maybe earlier in the year or last year?
Yeah, it definitely feels a lot better. I feel a lot more comfortable and confident when I'm out there now. I mean, it comes with experience and time, and yeah, like you're saying, going in those details a lot more in the spring over Zoom calls just helped everything slow down a little bit and just be able to go over just a lot of details I wasn't able to really go over last fall, just because we were already in the season at that point. And it was just go time. So the spring and the Zoom calls helped, and then just more experience this season just made me feel a lot better when I'm out there.
Kane, it's Trevor again. Speaking of Levante, I think you forced that fumble that you recovered against Pitt. Just take us through that play, and did you think that you got into the end zone there at the end, and how tough was that not to be able to finish it?
Yeah, I saw. I think it was Greg that was in front of me, and he went to pick up the ball, and I think a dude tackled him from the back, so I was able to scoop it up, and it didn't really seem real. It was like, man, the ball's in my hands. I used to play running back a lot in high school. So I'm just like going back on it. I don't know why I didn't switch hands and put it in my left hand. So I was able to stiff arm the guy. When I was watching the replay, when I dove from the back view, I was like, okay, I was in. Then they showed the side and my knee was down. So I definitely should have switched it. I don't know why I didn't. But I definitely should have switched it to my left arm so I could be able to stiff arm the dude or do something.
Kane, this is Grace Rayner with The Athletic. You mentioned the Notre Dame rematch. Just what do you think Coach Venables is going to be like the next 2 weeks, knowing that A, he has extra time, and B, he has already seen this offense once?
Yeah, I would say that we're going to be, I guess, a little extra ready, especially just kind of getting to play them for the second time. Usually you only get to play a team one time and that's it. So I think having that film from when we played them the first time and us being able to go back and really look at those mistakes that were made the first time and fix those. And then, as you know, he's a very creative defensive coordinator, so he's always got something up his sleeve for sure. And I know he's going to have something for them too, very, very specific for Notre Dame. So with this extra time, I know we'll go over Virginia Tech a little bit today, but I think it'll be more focused on Notre Dame in about a few hours when we start having our meetings today. And we'll probably spend this week going over Notre Dame, and then next week we'll be going over Notre Dame again and just making sure that we have the plays and packages and everything we need, and everybody's confident, ready to go next time we play them.